My name is Michelle Dempsey-Multack, and I am the mom to a beautiful 5-year-old little girl named Bella. Should mommy have a happy Mother's Day?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's a beautiful Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Am I a good mom?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're the best.
I love you.
I love you.
But when she was just 2 years old, I made the decision to separate from my marriage and start the long road to divorce. It was heartbreaking and it was hurtful, and now I'm here. What do I do? You know, when you leave a marriage, typically the end of the marriage is not rainbows and butterflies. So there's a lot on your mind and you're stressed. And now I really had the opportunity to just enjoy my daughter, her and I, and kind of figure things out as we go. Something inside of me kept reminding me, like, enjoy this now because someone's gonna come into your life. Enjoy it now because you're not gonna have this time forever. So as a single mom, every day I would pick my daughter up from school. We would go to my mom's building, and when it was nap time, I would walk my daughter in the stroller and put her to sleep and sort of take in the beauty and enjoy. And I would always see this guy, and he'd be like fishing with his daughter in the late afternoon, and I was like, don't see a ring. Lo and behold, we were in the same edition of our town's newspaper. He found me on LinkedIn. I kind of looked him up too, and he sent me a message, and next thing I knew, we were going out on a date. I was nervous. You know, you have these feelings of like, okay, well, I haven't been with somebody new in so long and getting comfortable again, and I have a young kid and he has an older kid, and how's all this gonna work? Okay, let me just focus on the first date. I walked into the lobby and I saw him, and there was no question for me. And things really progressed from there. His office was right next door to mine, so we would have lunch every day. We would see each other whenever we didn't have our children, and we really started talking about what life could be like in a relationship post-divorce. One of the best things about our relationship was that we had both been through the same things, and there was an understanding there, and very early on we knew that that level of comfort, coupled with all of our similarities and attraction and chemistry and all of that, would lead to where we are now. It was about a year and a half after that first date that we got engaged. We got engaged New Year's Eve. We had spoken to the girls ad nauseum at that point. Here's what's going to happen. We are all going to live together. We're going to be a family. And we really put a lot of work into that leading up to it. And then we planned the wedding once we knew everybody was settled and comfortable. And I walked down that aisle thinking, man, I knew I wasn't done with love yet, and I wasn't.
I love you both.
One thing that I can't help but think about, a few days after my engagement, I went to see a client, and he's also divorced, and I said, look, you know, I got engaged, and his face dropped, and he said, why would you do that to yourself again? Are you crazy? So I brushed it off, and I got in the car, and I'm like, I am not crazy. Like, I wasn't done with love yet. I wanted that. I deserved that. And so what if it took round 2 to get to where I needed to be? But everybody's process is different. In talking about that conversation with people, people ask, well, yeah, what was different? And I'll tell you very open and honestly, I was different. I went into my first marriage insecure. I hadn't worked through issues that needed to be worked through. All of those things undealt with were never going to lead me to be healthy in a relationship. And so I did those things. I fell in love with myself. I worked on myself enough to be able to be in a situation where I could stand up for what I wanted, what I needed, what my daughter needed, and everybody would benefit as a result of that. So to that guy who said that to me, it worked out. I hope you find your happily ever after too. My inbox on Instagram, my DMs are flooded every day with women asking the same questions. Is it worth leaving? Am I gonna even find somebody else? Do I have baggage? Am I broken? Is somebody even going to want me? And a lot of these women are asking that because they've definitely been told by their spouse that nobody will want them again. They definitely feel they have baggage because they have children, and I think as women we've been made to feel like, you know, children are exhausting enough. How can you let somebody else into your world? All of that is not true. And I just wish women would focus more at the end of a marriage on getting out, taking care of them, doing what they need to do to be a present and whole mother, and understand that the rest will come. If you do the work on yourself, there is a whole world of possibility out there when it comes to love. And everybody deserves to find that. You know, you don't have to be perfect to find your perfect person. You just have to be you and know who you are and what you deserve, and the rest will fall into place.